Well, what does being an American mean to you? How did you feel when you got your citizenship?
I was very proud. The judge congratulated me, and I feel like I want to be a contributing member of the society. I wanted to be in the mainstream America, and I have worked right along with my husband and competed with American women, and I have made him proud of me. An American dream is to feel secure, feel free, be proud of America, and not be afraid to stand up and say, yes, I'm American. And after all my struggles, stumbling, tribulations, homesickness, I can now with ease and comfort say, I am Taraneh, I'm a Muslim, I'm Iranian American, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm. If you could have any superpower, what would that be?
Oh, talk about superpower. I went to the inauguration of George W. Bush.
How did you get invited to that?
I was invited by the Republican Party. You have to be a good Republican to be invited.
Are you a good Republican?
Oh, yes. And when I went to inauguration, when I saw the president, I thought of that young girl that came with a suitcase in her hand to America. Never, ever did I dream I would come face to face with the United States president. And talk about superpower, I thought this man can make a difference to every person's life on this planet of Earth. That is superpower.
It's true.
Yeah.
So is that the superpower you wish you could have, to be president of the United States, or to affect every...
I don't know if I'm... No, I'm very content with empowering women and contributing what I have to offer.
So what would you tell your 17-year-old self now, you know, what you know now that she didn't know then, walking into the classroom her first day?
Don't be afraid. It'll be all right.
Everything will be okay? How do you feel about the Empress, Farah? What are your
thoughts about? She did a lot.
About...
She's a wonderful role model. She was a wonderful role model. She did a lot of good to promote Iran and the culture and the art. And I'm very proud to say that she was Iranian lady. And she's truly inside a queen.
And how do you feel about how she's living now?
Very sad. I look at the pain she had to endure. 2 of her children couldn't stand the turns that their life had taken, and what has happened to the country. All the good programs were destroyed. I think Iranian women in general are very gracious.
How would you describe an Iranian woman and a typical Iranian?
Typical Iranian, I would say they're educated, they're very gracious, they take care of themselves, they're very family-minded, very traditional, and open-minded.
Is there anything you'd like to say in Farsi, if someone's watching that understands Farsi, a message you'd like to say?
من به ایرانی بودن افتخار میکنم.
Okay. I don't know. What did you say?
I'm proud to be Iranian. I was born there, and that has given me a rich culture that I am what I am.
Well, I'm an Iranian American too.
And I hope you remember that.
But I think Iranians don't consider me Iranian because I don't speak Farsi.
Okay. Well, you can always learn. It's never too late. Look at me. I learned English.
No, I know, but I'm just not accepted. I'm not considered Iranian by an Iranian. I think being half, I'm very different than Iranians now, or the Iranians in California, where I grew up in the Midwest in the 60s, 70s. No, I'm bicultural, but I think I'm considered, there was no one else really like me growing up, except my cousins. There was no one else half and half like that. It's more common now, maybe, but then I'm not. But even if I meet someone Iranian now, I think they don't consider me Persian or
Maybe
Iranian.
it's because you were born here. They consider Iranian if you're born there. But the fact is that you're able to be in mainstream America.
Yeah.
It usually takes 3 generations to get into mainstream America for an immigrant and their family.
Right.
And in my first generation, we're in mainstream America, contributing to a society that we are benefiting from. That is a lot to be said.
Right. And in reflection, looking back at your mother, how do you think your life would have been different if she didn't have the audaciousness to send you here, you and your sisters, at a young age?
Well, when she lived to be 98. In her last years, we sat knee to knee in the courtyard, and I said, "Mother, what were you thinking when you sent a 17-year-old to a different culture on the other side of the world, with no parents to show me the way?" And she said, "I did the best what I thought it was good for you at that time." And I accepted it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing your story and your life's journey and the trials and tribulations. And you've been watching My Life with Tina Hill. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email me at mylifewithtina@gmail.com. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me.